Hey everyone, this is Kimmie. I am Mama on a Mission, and today I have a what sold video for you guys, and it's a pretty awesome one if I do say so myself. I am really proud of some of these numbers that I am going to be able to tell you about. I've been doing this for 14 years. I've been an online reseller for 14 years in a variety of capacities, and if there's one thing I can tell you, no matter what is going on anywhere, it can always be a roller coaster. I've had great weeks and I've had terrible goose egg weeks. And it can be a variety of things. It could be that you're working really hard and nothing seems to be going your way. It happens all the time to me. But I'm really excited because I do have some great sales to show you and some of the best numbers I've put up in a very long time. So that always makes you feel good when the reselling world aligns and it's your turn to have an awesome week. And I will say I have been doing a lot of the things that I normally do. I relist, delist, cross post, listing new items. I've been doing discounts on old items. I do use a relisting app that helps me do some of those things, but you still have to do that, do some of it and, pay attention to it. So, I do feel like I've been hustling a little bit, and I am thankful. I am honestly really thankful to be able to share these numbers with you. It just feels good at one point, being proud of all the work you put in and that it seems to be paying off a little bit. But I know next week could be terrible. That's just the way it is sometimes. But let me get to some of these numbers. So again, this what sold video is for 7 days of sales. I will show you some of the items. I'm actually going to use a new screen sharing app. Thank you to so many of you who have commented and made suggestions or thoughts about how I can make these videos better for you. If you don't know, I'm not new to reselling, but I am new to the YouTube channel world, and I'm not very tech savvy, although I know that I should be. I'm going to be like the worst grandma ever because most of the time I don't know what I'm doing. But so thankful for a lot of input you guys have given me because I haven't been real happy with the way some of the video has been coming out. So stay tuned. I have a new app that I'm going to use to show you what sold, the items, so you guys can get a clearer picture and be able to see the information, hopefully better. You guys let me know because I'm doing this to connect with you guys and hopefully help some of you guys in your guys, gals, whoever, in your journey. So please comment, tell me what you think. If you're new, you could always go back. I have a ton of what sold videos on and off for 3 years, honestly. So you could go back and see the different ways I've tried to do them and just let me know your feedback. So let's get to the numbers. 7 days. This is a Saturday, February 15th through a Friday, February 21st. Yes, I am about a week behind, but I'm going to get caught up. But it doesn't matter. These items just sold, a week and a half ago. So my total sales, you guys, I'm really excited about this. Maybe, I don't know. I'm really excited about these numbers. So my total sales for those 7 days was $1,190 and a penny. Every penny counts, and a penny. So I had $801 in sales on eBay, and that was 21 sales. On Poshmark, I had $304 in sales, and that was 13 sales. And then on Depop, I had 2, but it was worth $85. I'm finding that what I do sell on Depop are usually some more unique items and higher priced items. So even though it was only 2 sales, it was still $85. So, I mean, if I did that every week, that's a couple $100 in a month. So, that's good with me. So 7 days, a total of $1,190 and a penny. So I'm really excited about that. That is several $100s more than last time. If you don't know, I am a part-time to almost full-time reseller. I do about 25 to 30 hours a week is what I do. And I actually have something that I do to bring in income outside of this as well. So, I think that's pretty good numbers for a one-person show basically, and part-time to almost full-time. I don't know. If I got 30 hours, is that really considered full-time? I don't think so. Maybe. But so I am going to hopefully do a better job at showing you these items. I'll tell you what they sold for, how I got them, and why I picked them up, and why I thought that they would sell. I do have a lot of items that are selling pretty quickly lately, but I also got a couple stinkers, and I think you'll be a little bit surprised by a couple of them. Why they sat so long? We'll see. Okay, guys, please forgive me again. This is a new app that I'm using here to try to show you guys kind of closer up details about what sold. So definitely chime in, comment, let me know what you think. How's the sound? How's the view of these items? Because I just would love your feedback, and this is my first time using it. So let's go. This is a brand new with tags Zara cropped blazer. I used to bypass Zara until I actually heard from another reseller that she does well with Zara pieces. And obviously this is a more substantial piece. This is not a basic piece. So this is a brand new with tag $89 retail Zara blazer that sold for $39. Here is a great item, and what I'd like to mention is don't wait too long to get your swim items up. Swim, has started selling at the end of February for me, and actually, well, mid-February, obviously, because I have several swimsuits that started flying off the shelf. So get those swimsuits up. This was brand new with tags, Torrid, a really beautiful tankini piece here, and I sold it for $35. Now keep in mind that this tankini is the top only, and the retail is $75. So really getting it brand new with tags at $35 is still a great value for my customer, and a great flip for me. Here we go with another swim item. This brand was Fit For You. It's an okay brand, but what I think sold this one was the style. It is a full one piece. It's like a romper style with the ruffle accents and a really colorful, piece here. So you would only need the one piece in order to go, swimming. Basically, you don't need additional pieces. So this sold for $27.55. Here's the banger. This is the Teletubbies item. I've done a couple of videos. If you don't know about this item, go back. There is a thrift haul when I originally got this item, and I was not sure how it was going to do. And then there is also a YouTube video on the drama that kind of came with this auction. There was a lot of chaos with it. Anywho, I bought this for $3.99. I put it up on auction, and it finished at $122.50. Now, this didn't have a paper tag, but it definitely was still a Y2K item. Look for little details, the nice stitching on this, the quality embroidery, and definitely keep in mind that vintage kids items are worth a second look, and I probably won't do better than that all year. I mean, if I do, that's fantastic. However, $3.99 to $122 is an excellent flip, and I was very excited and happy with that sale. So here we go with a smart wool piece. This was in a haul video not long ago. If you can see here up at the start time, this sold within days. So Smart Wool is a quality wool company. They do a lot with base layers. This had a really pretty floral print. I kind of stacked all of those reasons, but honestly, I got this at the bins, so it probably cost me 75 cents. So of course, this was a pickup, a really nice wool piece at the bins in good condition, and it sold within days for $49. Keep an eye out for wool base layer items. This is a fun vintage Y2K item that sold. You can see here, this started at the end of December, so it sold mid-February. That's still not a bad turnaround. That's about a 2-month turnaround. And I am always happy with that. If something that sells with just a few months, that is good for me. So keep an eye out for these spell outs. This DKNY across the chest was really popular in the 90s and Y2K era, and that is what that crowd is looking for. Now, this was not a millionaire piece. It sold for $20.30, but I did pick it up at the bins, and I am really happy with this sale. Again, 2 months. I took a dollar item and I sold it for $20 plus shipping. That is a-okay with me. Now here's a stinker sale. I call them stinkers. This is a brand that's going to surprise you. This is Peter Millar, and it took forever to sell. You guys, look at the start time. September 29th, 2022. I probably should have already redonated this. However, I obviously kept discounting it until it sold. This is an older tag. I do think that was part of the issue. I do also think some of the brands, again here, you know, these brands are cyclical, or they go in cycles, or sometimes they die off completely. So Peter Millar a year ago was an all-day, everyday pickup for me. Now I have to be a lot more cautious with it. So still a great brand. Definitely keep an eye out. Look for the Summer Comfort series, which is really popular right now. However, if you see older tags and older styles, it may be a pass. This took way too long to flip. This is a great brand. I don't know how you say it. Boheme. This is a beautiful peasant prairie floral dress. This style is very in right now. This whole boho vibe, which I love. If you've been on my channel, you know that I love the boho. Although I always look like I just rolled out of bed on videos, but I do love this boho style. This is a great brand to pick up. I bought this at a regular thrift store for $5, and I flipped it for $37.05. That is a great flip for me. Keep an eye out for midi and maxi length boho style dresses, especially because we're in dress season and we're heading a little bit more, so we're getting into dress season. It'll peak, springtime, and then it will start to kind of go down a little bit from there. This is another bins pickup. It's an older style Lauren. You can see it says there Lauren jeans. Ralph Lauren. This is just a basic piece. I knew it wasn't going to be a $1 million sale, as I tell you guys. However, I picked this up at the bins. It was only 75 cents, and it had like what I would say is more of like an equestrian vibe. I did also put the color green in there, which has been trending. Equestrian, horse, western, preppy even for your keywords there. So I took 75 cents and it sold at $23.75 fairly quickly, and that's a great sale. Here, a lot of thrift stores by me are pricing up silver or BKE or Miss Me jeans. They're still worth money depending on the size and the style, but unfortunately a lot of times the price is just way too much for me. However, I occasionally do find silver pieces at the bins, and I think maybe because other people are now leaving them behind. This is a plus size though, so silver. The Suki is a bootcut jean. The size is a 22, plus size 22, and the length was a 32. So all of those things kind of went into me picking this up. But look, the back was distressed, and I did put that in there. So I made sure that they knew that back pocket, the logo was a little bit in trouble. And I did accept an offer for $20 plus shipping on this item. And with that, I normally would not pick this up knowing that I clearly missed it in the shop and when I was shopping. So I normally would have left this behind, but there was still value there with the size and the style. Also with these jeans, I would put in bling, stitching, embroidery. There's a whole movement for this in like the cowgirl ranch type of customer base. So definitely put those things in, or even like rock, like a lot of rock babes love the stitching and the big bling on the back pockets and stuff. So be sure to put that in with some of your keywords and tags. This Eddie Bauer jacket It took about a month to sell. I picked it up at the bins, and I knew I was on the outside of the parameters, like the timing of a puffer vest like this. We're going out of heavy coat season, but I still picked it up at the bins. It was actually pretty lightweight, so I would say for a pound it was $1.29. Eddie Bauer, these puffer jackets, definitely keep an eye out for them if you have a lower cost of goods, like somewhere at the bins, or if someone's, selling them for a discount because of the season. Now the inside tag was ripped out. The reason why I knew, see right there, it says EB650. I knew that meant it was a down-filled puffer jacket. You're really looking for in these puffer jackets, the down goose feather, feather-filled jackets. Anyways, I paid $1.29. I flipped it within a month for $24.50. I accepted an offer, and that was okay for me because I knew when I picked it up, I didn't want it to sit. So I still made about $19 on this jacket in a month, and I was happy to move it. Lori Logo Goldstein, she is one of my bread and butters, plus size. Look for the tunics and look for like these really nice prints. All day for me. I picked this up and I paid $4 at a regular thrift store. Most of my logo Lori Goldstein pieces sell between $20 and $30. How we doing, you guys? Can you hear me okay? Is this going okay? I hope it's going okay. You'll have to forgive me and come back for the next one. I'll fine tune it. Anyways, this is a pair of Born sandals. I do remember doing a thrift haul on this. I got these at the bins. I get most of my shoes from the Goodwill outlet. There's the logo for you. We're going into sandal season. Born is a good brand for shoes. I had a low cost because these were just kind of your basic sandals, and I sold them actually fairly quickly. It took about 2.5 months to sell these, and that is okay. And it's a smaller size. It's a 7. These actually sold on an offer for $22 plus shipping, but I paid $1 and I sold them at $22, and that is fantastic. This is another bins pickup here. It's Athleta. It was a swim piece, which I was happy to find at the bins. It was like a very dark gray. Again, with the swimwear, get it up right now. It will still be hot for a few months before it peaks, and then it starts to go back down. I swear I sell swimwear all year long. At the bins, it was $1. I sold this within a month for $29. So as you guys can see, a lot of these decent sales for me lately have been flipping within 1 to 2 months, which is a fantastic turnaround time. And I'm taking a lot of them for only a couple bucks and selling them for between $20 and $25. And that is exactly where I want to be. That's my business model. Like, it doesn't have to be yours. Here's another great sale. I got this at a regular Goodwill. I was surprised it was still there because it was a half off tag. Usually Anthropologie doesn't sit around a couple weeks till you get a half off tag. But this was a pair of Wanderer pants from Anthropologie. Camo is in. It kind of had a utility pant style, which is also popular right now. Look, it says the Wanderer right on there. That makes it easy to look up comps, you guys. If you can find an item that you think, oh, this might be worth something, and it has more specific information, look it up. Look up Anthropologie, size 32, the Wanderer, and that will give you a little bit better idea of what it is selling for. So I bought these for $4. They sold for $37.05 within only a few weeks. And again, that is a fantastic flip for me. Here's one of my last flips that I'm showing you guys out of all of these great sales. I try to pick some of the better sales, and I do try to pick the ones that hopefully will help you guys kind of learn and grow if you are someone who's trying to learn brands or styles and those types of things. This is a brand I do love to find, L-A-N-Z, Lands. It has this like country-esque, really cute boho peasant type of feel with the print there. Look how cute these little heart buttons are. Those are things I pay attention to and I will mention in my description. People like details. And I got this at the bins. I think someone just thought it was like an old grandma pajama. And anyways, at the bins, it cost me $1. I sold it fairly quickly for $27.55. I will also mention here that, after, a lot of people are going for cozy and comfort. So don't overlook pajamas or things that help us stay comfy at home. Now we're going over to Poshmark here. Thanks for sticking with me. I knew that this was going to be a longer what sold video because I do have so many great sales. And it was a really great week for me. And hey, you guys know it's not always like that. So I want to show you guys just a variety of items that I'm selling, and hopefully it will help you if you are a reseller or you're trying to learn. And if you are new to the channel, while I'm thinking about it, if you don't mind subscribing to the channel, I would really appreciate it. I love connecting with you guys, and I'm happy to answer any questions. So this is a J. Jill item. And J. Jill, I am sticking more to just the plus size. This is actually an older tag, so I was happy to get the $19 for this. 100% cotton. I mentioned before, a lot of times my plus size ladies, they like a full button up. They like 3/4 sleeve or longer sleeves. And sometimes they do like certain materials as well, linens, pure cottons, or sometimes like a liquid knit, which is usually a rayon and spandex or a polyester and spandex blend, because those are like comfy, smooth, stretchy materials. And that's what I like too, because I am plus size. So hey, here is a Spanx item. I was just talking to my sister about how they're saying to slow down on Spanx. They, as in other resellers I listen to. And I do think that they're right. You have to be more particular about Spanx. And then literally a day later, these sold. So take that for what it's worth. These are like an ankle jegging or legging. What they're saying is stick to more of the wide leg or flare, which is the trend or is trending right now. But hey, I sold these for $25, so I'm not mad about it. These were so cute. These are Oshkosh Bagosh. I love picking up vintage items. I love bibs, frilly dresses. So kids can be a little bit overwhelming, but if you have the time, or if you just really enjoy looking at kids' items, give it a look for sure. Here's the tag on the back, the vest back. That's something you want to put in there. These were vintage, made in the USA. Look at the tag here. This is an older tag. Where does it say made in the USA? It must have somewhere because I put it in there, but it doesn't right there, I don't think. Anyways, to toddler, that's also how you know it's a vintage. They don't say to toddler anymore. It's just to T. These sold, I actually got these at the bins as well. Probably paid 50 cents, and I sold them for $20. This is one of my stinker sales, only in the fact that I found this at the bins, and by the time I got it home and listed it, I realized there was a hole. Wah, wah, wah. I have mentioned before that some of these materials like linen, cashmere, wool are more susceptible to holes and flaws, and even I make mistakes even after 14 years. So I got this home. Margaret O'Leary is someone to pay attention to and look out for her stuff. So definitely keep an eye. Her pieces are expensive. However, because this had a hole, I only sold it for $15. Boop. Bummer. This, I wasn't too sure about this because it's really not old. I think it was only like a 5-year-old piece. It's like a 2020 piece. But what sold, why I think it sold is because it's from Cobra Kai. You guys know? And it has these graphics were awesome. It had a graphic on the front, graphic on the back. Strike like a cobra. And it had obviously this big cobra graphic on the back. I paid $4 for this at a regular thrift store, and I sold it for $25. Probably about 3 months for that. So I would say like anything that's movie or TV show related, especially if it's a hoodie or a more substantial piece, definitely take a second look at. Also, snakes and dragons are trending right now. This is a fun sale. because I don't know anything about leather motorcycle pants. However, I found these at the bins. The leather was in great condition. You really have to be careful with condition of leather pieces. But I knew that we were going into motorcycle season. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give these a chance. I think they wear these when they're out on the motorcycle to protect them, like if they fell or something. That's just my thought process. So these were heavier. So I would say they're like 2 to 3 pounds. So at 3 pounds, I'm looking at a cost of about $5. This sold actually very quickly within a few weeks. And I do think my timing is right on. People are sick of winter and they're thinking about all things spring and summer. So if you're listening to this right now, think about when the next time you go thrifting, wherever it may be, think about those things. What are people thinking about? They're thinking about their spring break trips. They're thinking about summer. They're thinking about their pool. They're thinking about motorcycle riding, gardening, getting in that sunshine. Okay. So hopefully you see here with all these items that I'm selling, a lot of them are somewhat relative to that, right? We have linen pieces. We have these motorcycle pants. There's a lot of swimsuits in here. Now's the time to thrift those things and get them listed because they're selling. And again, I bought these at the bins for $5 and I sold them for $40. So that is a fantastic flip for me. If you guys remember, I talked about these Crocs sandals in one of my thrift haul videos. I had heard that Croc sandals do really well. So I was like, you know what? I saw these in a regular Goodwill. I'm going to give them a shot. I paid $6 for them, which is a little bit more expensive for most of the shoes that I get. However, they did sell very quickly and they sold for $27. So I really can't complain with that. That was my my app, my reseller app that I use, Nifty, sent out an offer and then they just accepted it. So I have it set so it's different between my eBay and Poshmark, but so the app will automatically send offers out like 10 or 15%. It must have been 10 because these were like 30. I had these listed at 30. So a 10% off offer was automatically sent from my reselling app and the person accepted it for $27. So all that is automated behind the scenes. I started using an app like a year and a half ago, and I would never go back at this point because it really is so useful. I plan on doing a video about that app hopefully in the next month here, but I do have, if you have any questions, let me know. I love my app. I use Nifty, and I do have a link in my description if you want to check out what it's all about. This is an older item, another kind of stinker to me because the brand is Athleta, which typically is a good brand. I'm not sure why this took so long to sell. Maybe the print, maybe it's too bold of a print. I'm honestly not sure, but it finally did sell for $13. I don't know what to say here. Maybe it was too bold of a print, or maybe it was too basic of an item. I'm not sure. It took too long, but I'm glad to move it. Here's another swim item. So again, I found this at the bins. Just now's the time. Get your swim items up. Keep an eye out for any quality swim items. This sold for $19. I do have a couple of Depops here quick. Depop, the customer base seems to be kind of specific, and I do really well in like vintage Y2K, and I don't know, like this, I'm assuming, I put gothic and fairy goth in this. I put prom, homecoming, evening dress. This is another vintage Y2K. This is a dead stock because it still has the tags on it, but it was made, 25 years ago. Very pretty item, really pretty details. It has this baby doll style here with, at the chest line, that very common Y2K halter around the neckline tie. All very, very common for this time period. And this was a great sale. Now, it sold quickly. I picked it up at a regular Goodwill for $9. I remember telling you guys that was a lot for me, but it sold for $79. That's fantastic. And I'm not going to complain about that. Here's the last item I got to show you guys. This I picked up at a regular Goodwill. I paid $3.99 for this. Again, here with the vintage Y2K spell out with the rhinestones. See how this says made in the USA? And it has that spell out on the chest. That is a current trend right now with the spell outs. I've already mentioned it a couple times just in this video. Now, will it be the trend in a year or two from now? Maybe not. I don't know, but that's what's trending right now, and that's why I picked this up. So it sold pretty quick for $25. Yeah, I did want to look. See, this one already had 10 likes on it on Depop. The Fairy Goth, with that, I think kind of got people excited about that. And then here, this one already had 5 likes on it. So on Depop, if something starts to trend and is within like the trends that are trending. All right, guys, you all have to let me know how you feel about this new screen sharing app that I just used. It's brand new for me, so I apologize for any of the weird lags and difficulties. Hopefully that gave you, though, a better view of the items so that you could see the tags, the color, all the different keywords that I'm putting in. So you guys let me know if you loved it or hate it. Hopefully you didn't hate it. Hopefully it's a little bit better. As a newer YouTuber, I am definitely still trying to fine-tune my game here. And I just like being open and honest with you guys. Like, I'm nobody special. I'll probably say that a million times on my channel. I am nobody special, but I do have a lot of knowledge and experience with thrifting and reselling. I do love connecting with you guys, and I feel like I would love to have like this, we could all be friends, little thrifting and reselling friends, and help each other and encourage each other and check in on each other, because we all need that too. We all need, especially in the reselling world. Are you kidding? I could sell $100 today and then not sell anything for 2 days and have no idea why. No idea why. That still happens to me now. And I have 1,700 items listed, and I usually am trying to at least keep that much if I can. If not grow, of course, more. I'd love to hit 2,000 items listed for sale, but that is always, it's always a struggle. So finding a nice little community where we all can connect and hang out and figure things out and talk about it, that's what I would love to have here. So if you are still listening to me, bless you. Because I appreciate you. I hope you guys know that. I love that you guys are here with me. Like and subscribe. Subscribe if you haven't. Give me a like, comment, let me know how things are going. If you have any questions at all, please, at any time. I do try to respond to every comment. And hopefully I've gotten a ton of ideas for different things that you guys are asking about, like how to use some of my reselling, my cross-posting apps, how to even just get started, how to ship items. Like, we all have a lot of questions. So stay tuned for that. If you like these what sold videos, go back on my channel, and I have a ton. I say to you guys, like, it doesn't matter what I show you that I have in a haul video if it doesn't ever sell. So the what sold videos are actually a great way to actually see what is selling and what it's selling for, like right now. So thank you all again for being here, and I hope that you will join me again soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye.